Hello, YouTube. Welcome in, welcome in. We are watching some CJ Champ. We're checking out the Pain, the shinobi who nuked the Hidden Leaf. So, first of all, you can see that there's a little bit of a change on the screen. Not a big deal. We're doing a little bit of a change of format, but not too bad. It's just me and the Pain. Second of all, I absolutely love the Pain arc. I loved pretty much up until this point is where I was really like invested in Naruto. And then shortly after this is when, things started to get a little wonky because we were getting closer and closer to the 100 episodes of filler, and then we got into the Shippuden arc, and I kind of fell off hard because I watched the entire 100 fillers, waiting and waiting and waiting. And then finally Shippuden came out and I was like, I'm just so done. I can't even get invested anymore. So technically I have not watched all of Shippuden at all. I've watched a little bit, but not a lot. But anyway, it's been a long time, so let's find out what happened with Pain. Anyway, let's get started.
So much!
The following footage in this video was used for parody, commentary, and education, and is protected by fair use. Please support the official release. Yes. Please. Leave me alone, frickin' copyright people. I'm reacting to stuff. It's fine.
Pain! So much pain!
Now, I want y'all to look exactly at this frame right here. Her neck is already broken. She is eating dirt while her body is making the letter Y. And I felt so bad for Naruto, bro. Dude was having to watch his future wife get thrown around a dusty-ass crater. While he just had to sit there and watch it all happen. This man Pain really had this man in the hotel chair. Just sickening.
Oh, no. The hotel chair. Oh, come on. No, he did. He was just being an embarrassing shithead. Ah. Wait. Did Pain happen during the Shippuden arc? I don't remember it being in Shippuden. I thought, really? Man, my time scaling is all over the goddamn place right now. Oh, holy crap. What the hell?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time. After the many detours and the many tweets and memes of this video being stuck in limbo forever, court is now in session.
Man, I fully understand this. Like, when you have 30,000 things popping up at every turn, and everything's constantly changing, and everything's popping up, and every day there's a new crazy event popping up, and you're like, oh my god, I gotta jump on this, I gotta jump on that, I gotta jump on this, but I have like 5 other things that I need to be doing at the moment. I'm just not being able to do any of them. It's getting annoying. I can't do anything. And then you're just like but finally, when you manage to get that very awaited thing done and out of the way, it's almost bittersweet in a way, because at that point it's like you're still in that mindset of like, I've got a bunch of like crazy things I need to be doing right now, but I don't. I finished them. Well, on to the next one, right? What's the next one? That is just, you're at a loss again. Having big projects that you're holding yourself accountable for, it's a blessing and a curse.
It is for none other than the shinobi that refuses to fight one-on-ones and will roll up on you.
Why fight one-on-one when your one is technically like 6?
With 6 niggas. The master.
I legitimately forgot there was 6. I forgot there was actually 6. I threw out a random number. I'll be perfectly honest.
Of jump jutsu, Pain. Now this one's gonna be a long one because dude was moving wicked. So go ahead, grab some food and get comfortable because the evidence is on deck and is ready to be presented. So without further ado, Exhibit A.
What is... Oh, I think this is an actual still from the screen. When they did the Pain fight, they were having so much fun with the squash and stretch and just like the tunification of the animation, just to make it look good. And it was good. The Pain fight was so good. But there were some really interesting stills in that in that fight scene.
All right. Exhibit A, taking over the hidden rain and jumping a senior citizen. Ah, man. Let me let y'all in on a little secret real quick.
Okay, first of all, this is Naruto. A senior citizen in this world is the equivalent of friggin' Baki or Yujiro Hanma, okay? If this person's a threat, you want to jump them. You don't want to just play it safe and be like, okay, grandpa, time to go take your meds. No. This man's going to fold you in half and throw you into a paper bag, okay?
You want to know why it took me so long to make this video specifically? I had to go back and watch my goat get jumped by 6 niggas.
Yeah, that was a rough one. Oh, I saw that. It was, it was bad. That was a bad one. That was rough. I mean, yes, I still stand with what I said earlier, but at the same time, Jiraiya, my boy.
It's 2026 and I still feel some type of way about this shit till this day. Like, bro, on the real, I did not want to watch this bullshit again. Having to watch my goat get slimed out by 6 fucking emo niggas. Like, fuck off. Skin and bones ass nigga didn't even give them the respect of a one-on-one. Now, before I have to go through the pain of commentating my goat getting jump, there is a massive atrocity that Pain committed before this. So let's go ahead and break this down real quick. Now, if you watch my Danzo video, I've already basically went over how Nagato ended up becoming Pain. But if you need a little refresher real quick, Danzo and Hanzo basically set this.
Really, Danzo and Hanzo? That was their names? Sorry, they were kind of forgettable to me. I don't recognize them at all, but like, we seriously called 2 antagonists in the same situation, Danzo and Hanzo. All right, Naruto.
Go, leading to the entire original Akatsuki getting squad wiped and Nagato tweaking out and adopting the Pain persona. Now, after he was set up and his whole crew got slimed out, Nagato made sure that he was going to get his revenge by any means necessary. So on one fateful day, Pain pulled up to Hanzo's compound and killed every single guard that was in there protecting this man. Man came in here and cleaned house, left piles of bodies. Old boy right here in the back got his ass beat so bad he got left in prime back shots position.
I fucking love CJ the Champ.
Then he threw Hanzo into the wall like a piece of trash.
What are you wearing? You got like this crazy headgear going on, got the cool hairstyle, and then you just like lavender jumpsuit. Also, why is it every single one of these ninjas have band-aids on one leg? I never understood that. I don't know. I'm just attacking this guy's fit. It's fine.
He was. And in Hanzo's last moments, bro started begging for his life. But Pain stared him dead into his soul and told him, "Are we serious right now, my nigga? You dare beg for your life after you slimed out all my niggas and made me kill my best friend, my brother, the nigga body I'm using right now to body your ass. And you talking about, please don't kill me, after you sold us out to that fucking fraud Danzo when all we wanted was peace." Wait, hold on.
You didn't just want peace, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember this arc too terribly well, but I don't think you wanted just peace. Also, it is wild hearing CJ the Champ being like calm and melancholy in his little voice acting bits here. Like, he's a little different.
Nigga, I wanted peace too. That motherfucking fraud set me up too. Motherfucker, you should have thought of that before you sided with that dumbass nigga. Wait, hold on, twin, please don't. Pain.
To be fair, when you feel like you're in the right, even if you're doing wrong, you still feel like you're in the right. Like, these guys think that they're doing the right thing. They think that they're being the right type of person right now, right? In this little picture. But they know that they're doing wrong.
straight up spun back for his whole crew and boomed Hanzo along with all his other guards and shit. But Pain didn't stop there.
Nope.
Oh no, because he made sure that nobody else would oppose him or his ideals. So he decided to wipe out Hanzo's entire bloodline. He went after his parents, his wife, his child, his relatives, his friends, and even their infants, and wiped them all off the map. Dude straight up eradicated his entire clan and completed a whole hostile takeover of the entirety of Amegakure. Now, we've sadly...
And the bloodline. And the bloodline. Just like they say in, what was it? I think it was the Harley Quinn cartoon. And the bloodline, so that there's no one coming back after you afterwards. So it was fine.
We reached the second part of this exhibit, and it is, of course, my goat getting jumped. Now let's go ahead and set the record straight. When it was just a 1v1, when it was just Jiraiya versus the Animal Path, he was cooking that nigga shit. Every single summon.
Oh yeah, no, if it was one-on-one with all of these things, with all these pain paths, like, Jiraiya would have ruined all of their days. Like, no questions asked. He would have folded every single one of them individually, no problems, no questions asked. Got to the final pain and been like, yep, no, we'll just flip you inside out and use you as a tube sock, okay? Unfortunately, this villain, Pain, decided to fight smart. Not fair, smart. In the way that, you know, this guy's overpowered. This guy's overpowered. How do you take care of an overpowered person? Numbers.
When he pulled out, Jiraiya boomed it. Oversized Mr. Krabs. Boom. Demon Cerberus dogs. Boom. The Brazen Boom. Boom. A mutated chameleon chimera on steroids. Boom, nigga. This fight was actually manageable.
Made it rain.
Until Pain stopped playing fair and said,
I have to admit, Jiraiya-sensei, when it comes to one-on-one combat, you are superior. However...
Wait, technically that was 3-on-1 because he had the frogs. Right? He had the frogs.
Let's see how you fare when it comes to getting jumped.
And summons 2 more of these niggas, making the fight a 3v1. And this...
It's 3v3 now. He got the frogs. It's a 1v3. It's a 1v3. The frogs were literally just there in order to keep his chakra in check, if I remember correctly.
Is when the unfair bullshit began. Jiraiya went in with a massive Rasengan, but it gets absorbed and gobbled up by the damn big-ass, big-bellied, Will Kelly-built-ass Pain. Then he got behind the human path and tried to punch him, but he blocks his attack without even looking at him. Then he tried to attack the animal path, but Pain summons a massive armored panda to block Jiraiya's sharp-ass porcupine hair. So after he tried to attack all 3 of them head-on but couldn't even land a hit, Jiraiya was like, bump this twin, I'm out. So he leaves.
Well, if that's the situation, you go, you punch the fatty in the face, you Rasengan the thin guy in the face, and then you go and fold the animal dude in half. Instead of, you know, he used the perfect attacks for each one to be able to counter. He should have been like, oh, okay, so that's your gig. Okay. We're just going to use the other ones then.
And escapes through the pipes. Now this sequence right here is when Jiraiya showed us how elite of a ninja he was. Because he pulls off one of the greatest plays of all time. He got Ma and Pa to make sound waves to lure the Pains over to him. So while they were running at him, he had a shadow clone come out of the wall and shoot a fire style attack directly at Will Kelly's fat ass to distract him. So while old boy was enjoying the all-you-can-eat chakra buffet, the other 2 were still running at him. So he shoots out another fire style attack to make them dodge. But when the human pad tried to land on the roof, he got stuck in a pile of goo and couldn't move. So then the animal path was left all alone in a 1v1. And when bro was
Back to 1v1, you little shit.
Was finally isolated from his other niggas, he was straight cookies. Cause Jiraiya kicks him in his chest and makes his body ragdoll across the hallway. Then he trapped all 3 of them in a genjutsu. And when he had them locked in here, he stabbed all 3 of them and immobilized them, clutching the 3v1. This is a prime example of why this nigga's my goat. He took a unwinnable 3v1 and turned it around into his favor. And he theoretically should have won this fight. But this...
Well, they needed him to die for plot. Sadly. And to make matters even worse, the way he died, he wasn't able to be brought back. That is even worse. Because everybody else got to come back. Characters we don't even care about got to come back. Jiraiya, though? Nope. He stays down for the plot.
Is when the bullshit ramped up to the max. While he was walking away thinking that he put them down for good, another pain spawns
Sup, buddy?
behind him, and he just whispers in his ear.
Didn't you teach me to never let your guard down, my foolish Gunareva sensei?
Then throws this nigga Jiraiya out of the building and into the ocean. And he ended up losing his left arm because of this. And after Jiraiya got his arm ripped off, this is when all the pains arrived and pulled up on this nigga. And you could see it in Jiraiya's face. He knew he was fucked. And you could tell he was thinking in his head, oh my God, there's 6 of these niggas. And boy, I tell you, my nigga Jiraiya was sick to his stomach. First of all, the main pain is your dead former student's body being controlled by your other former student, which he didn't figure out till it was too late. And then number 2, all 6 of these niggas had renegons? Like, excuse me, nigga? Like, this generally had bruh shook. And while Jiraiya was thinking, what the hell is going on? Pain was up here just looking at him. And
I was always really confused. What specifically did the Renegon do? Hold on, let me do a quick little googly. Did the Renegon do Naruto? It's considered the most powerful ocular technique in Naruto, famed for granting its wielder godlike abilities, mastery over all 5 nature transformations, and access to the 6 paths technique. Total chakra mastery. Wait, core powers. The eye techniques are always like confusing to me in Naruto. Like the Byakugan made a lot of sense because it was literally like super enhancement of your senses, right? It's your eyes. It makes sense for that. And the Sharingan made sense because it was just straight up, we gave you sight-based superpowers. You can start flames based on the location you're looking at. You can teleport shit that you are looking at. This don't make sense, having like grants immediate mastery over 5 basic chakra natures, the 5 element thing, and yin yang release. That is, I don't understand how just popping open your eyes and be like, ha, I've got fancy eyes. Well, now I know how to use all 5 elements. That's weird. Visual prawns allows the user to see chakra flow. See, that makes sense. Jutsu potential provides the capacity to learn and perform any jutsu. I mean, that's also makes sense because Sharingan does that similar thing because, you know, you're just watching them, right? Then you have the different paths. Grants 7 distinct combat and utility abilities. Right. Interesting. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know if they needed to. Maybe just having the Renegon means that you just unlock these capabilities or something like that. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Anyway, continue.
telling him,
Yes, Jiraiya Sensei, your eyes do not deceive you. There are indeed 6 of us standing before you, and we are the embodiment of pain. And now you will feel the pain of all 6 of us collectively.
Bro's a motherfucking pizza cutter. All edge, no point.
your old ass out.
So all 6 Pains jumped down and start jumping Jiraiya. OG stood no chance at all. Bro tried to come in and punch the Tendo Pain, but instantly gets blocked and thrown off to the side. Then he destroys the whole building trying to drown Jiraiya with all the debris. But while Jiraiya was underwater, he ends up grabbing the animal path and drags him down.
He has it out for that animal path. Just like, I'm dealing with you. You're the weakest link right now. Let's just get you out of here so you're one less fist flying at me. Plus, you add more numbers to the mix. We don't need that.
Down underwater into his domain, because he knew that out of all the Pains, he was straight cookies. Because when it came down to 1v1s, he was butt cheeks. So the moment Jiraiya got him in a ISO, he swings around and shoves a Rasengan right into bro's gut, taking him out with ease. But right when my glorious king sat down to try to take a breather, Pain used the chakra rod to stab Jiraiya right before the animal path went offline. So after Jiraiya took out one of the Pains, he tried to see if he could get the drop on one of the other Pains. So he tried to throw a shuriken at the bald one, but he does, and Jiraiya ends up bricking. Then the remaining 5 Pains surrounded him. And this is when it all clicked for Jiraiya. Because when he started to look at all of them, he finally realized, oh my God, I've encountered every single one of these niggas before.
What is that guy? What is this guy? He looks so doofy. Why do some of these ninjas look so non-human? How does this happen? Where does his ears go? Why does his neck go up to the sides of his head? This is not an anatomy. This is not anatomy.
Because before, and the moment Jiraiya finally put the puzzle pieces together and figured out who bro exactly is, the bald nigga comes out of the water and crushes his throat. Then all 5 of them came down and stabbed Jiraiya to death. So with the last bit of HP Jiraiya had, he had to make sure that everyone knew the bullshit that he encountered this day. So he wrote on the back of Paul's back, and it basically said,
Naruto, Pain is not one man. He's 6 in total. Also, delete my browsing history. That's not I seeing that shit.
Naruto, Pain is not one man. He is 6 niggas in total. Also, delete my browser history, twin. I can't have Tsunade seeing that shit. And right after Jiraiya wrote his last message, Pain shoots a rocket fist at him and blows up the greatest
rocket-powered fist.
Gooner to ever do it. And he sinks to the bottom of the ocean and dies after getting hoed by 6 niggas.
The little box behind me just says, Murderer, Jiraiya. Murder of Hanzo the Salamander. 14 of Hanzo's guards. Jiraiya. Hanzo's entire clan. And usurpation. Usurpation? Usurpation. Usurpation. English is stupid. The Hidden Rain. Omegakure. That's it.
Exhibit B. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Exhibit B. Invading the Hidden Leaf. Now, this exhibit right here is going to easily be the longest exhibit for this trial. Because the amount of destruction and people that just straight up die in this exhibit alone is just ridiculous. Like, this man's crime stats are about to go to the moon. So Pain decided that it was finally time to kidnap Naruto and to wipe the Hidden Leaf off the map. So the first victims to feel the wrath of Pain were these 4 random Jonin that were
first reported victims, time of murder, 8 a.m. in the fucking morning.
on guard duty. Now, they were outside enjoying the beautiful day that it was, and probably thought that there was no way in hell that they would have any types of problems today. But right before they were about to take their lunch break, Pain pulls up right in front of them, and he didn't even say a word. He just shot.
Hi, bud.
Throw in the front and kills him right in front of his homies. So after he dropped the first guy, the other two Jonin come down from the air and tried to hold him down. And they were basically sacrificing themselves so homeboy right here could run away and alert the village that there was an intruder. But since Pain, aka Nagato, is a very sickly looking man, he does not like other niggas touching him. He takes social distancing very seriously. So he Shinra Tensei's both of them off of him, killing these two poor souls on impact. And then the last guy
which is looked very
not like other niggas touching him. He takes social distancing very seriously. So he Shinra
and then they just kind of like bounce off the ground.
Takes both of them off of him, killing,
and they're dead. That seems very fragile for this universe. I'm sorry to say, that just seems extremely fragile.
These two poor souls on impact. And then the last guy standing got done the worst out of all of them. He picked bro up and slowly pulled his body towards him while staring him dead in the face before shoving a whole chakra.
I just noticed that those chakra rods are not fully pointed. They're like tilted a little bit with a little bit of like a sheer edge, but they're partially blunt. That's mean. That's violent. That is just extra pain for no fucking reason.
Rod through his stomach. And with that, these four unlucky poor souls.
Quadruple murder. Ooh. EP sign. Quadruple murder.
Were the first of many victims of Pain's massacre. So after he took out the 4 guards, he wasted no time to get started on destroying everything. So all 6 Pains spawn inside the leaf and disperse. And the moment they got to the location,
and because this is also a ninja village,
6
this sort of
Pains
thing
spawn inside the leaf.
Completely normal. See, we got these villagers. Wait a second, aren't these two the friends of Konohamaru? I think was his name. Yeah, they're the friends of Konohamaru. I think they're just kind of vibing. These guys just all appear and then
disperse.
And everyone's just like, no, this is a normal day.
And the moment they got to the location that they were meant to be in, they immediately started to cause chaos and destroy everything in their path. They was blowing up every single block in the damn village. They didn't give a fuck about any of the innocent people in the village that were getting killed.
Oh, I just saw somebody in Naruto running.
Fuck about any of the innocent people.
This guy.
In the village that were getting killed. They was blowing their asses up for the love of the game. Multiple people that were running away died because they were getting crushed by all the debris of the blown up buildings. And just off this observation alone, this is already a case of mass murder and just flat out terrorism. Because the amount of people dying and blocks getting blown up is legitimately uncountable. And my God, the amount of Jonin that were getting dropped off was unfathomable. Will Kelly was out here choking niggas out while others had to watch in the cuck chair and wait for their turn to get choked out. The human path was out here sucking the soul out of these niggas. Pause. And I ain't gonna lie, the big buff motherfucker was without a doubt the freakiest out of all these niggas. He was out here choking niggas out and asking them, "Where is the 9-tails Naruto Uzumaki?" But the Jonin were like, "I ain't no snitch. Yes, buff bitch." So he
also, I don't know.
used his great nigga jutsu to pull out their tongues to see if they were lying or not. And when he was done,
those were their tongues? What?
He ripped out their whole tongue and gobbled that shit up. Yeah, I ain't.
I forgot how weird some of these abilities were.
No lie, gang. Hit that nigga with sexual assault because that was so unfreakishly called for.
Yeah,
so while Buff Pain was out here,
Police Johnson, I like you and I want you. Flip a coin if heads, the opponent choose the easy way and no damage was dealt. If tails, your opponent chooses the hard way. It's an instant kill. Oh no! Give him no.
Taking tongues and other things. This motherfucker Will Kelly big ass was on a tear. He was surrounded by like 10.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, that that guy had a little bit of drama pop up recently. Moist Critical did a video about it.
Johnny, but he did not care. He was happy as hell because all he was thinking of was, oh.
Me, when I hit the buffet, I was I'm the Doofenshmirtz.
Oh yeah, I ain't never losing weight, cause all I see in front of me is a buffet of free eats. It blows up the entire block, killing every single Jonine around him. So while Will Kelly was going around terrorizing people like he terrorizes fast food workers, there was another major fight going on that almost gave me as much depression as Pain versus Jiraiya. And that, of course, was Pain versus Kakashi. So here,
at least Kakashi made it through this one. Kinda.
here's how this tragedy went down. So Kakashi confronted the Tendo Pain because bro was literally 5 seconds away from adding Iruka to the dead nigga list. So when Kakashi got the ISO with Pain, he throws up a mud wall to try to box him in. But Pain shoves a chakra rod through Kakashi's shoulder. So Kakashi tries to counter with a lightning blade. But Pain stares into this nigga Kakashi's soul, and he ends up bricking because of this. So after Kakashi bricked his first lightning blade, he thought there's no way I could miss a second time. So he tries to hit him with another lightning blade. But the Shinra Tensei merchant Tendo Pain tells Kakashi to bag that ass up.
No. Go away. Be gone. No.
After he sent Kakashi flying like 200 yards, the moment Kakashi finally recovered, the bald nigga Pain jumps in right behind him and tries to sneak Kakashi with his bazooka arm. They haven't even been fighting for 10 seconds, and this nigga Pain is already jumping. He looked at Kakashi and basically told him,
Nigga, did you really think that this was gonna be a 1v1? You should have known you were gonna get jumped the moment you tried to fight me.
So the bold Pain's body starts to morph, and he ends up mutating into a form with 6 arms and 3 faces. So Pain starts to pull
God got such a weird setup for his powers. What is he?
Kakashi towards the bald nigga. Now while he was getting pulled, Kakashi tried to use a chain to stop his body moving. But Pain just looked at Kakashi trying to save himself like, that don't work.
Nope.
There's no way out
Don't work.
So he starts to pull him even harder, and he ends up taking a blade to the gut. Now, thank God this was a shadow clone, because if Kakashi went out like that, niggas will be questioning his legacy. So after
Right? No, there was no way they were going to be able to clap Kakashi like that. There was no way.
he faked out Pain, the bald nigga ends up getting crushed by Choza and Choji. And now Pain was about to get a taste of his own medicine, because this
Come on, little bro. I swear we won't jump you.
man was about to get jumped by Kakashi, Choza, Choji, and the rest of Choza's squad. But even though Pain was about to get jumped, the master of Jump Jitsu knew exactly how to counter this shit.
You know how to deal with jumping? Don't get jumped.
So he ran directly at everybody and let all of the no-name background characters spam their jutsus. So after they were done throwing every projectile at him, Pain assessed his situation and knew he had everybody lined up for a fat ult. So this nigga uses his ult and says,
Shinra Tensei.
and blows up the entire area. And this attack took
Can't get jumped if nobody's around you.
out every single no-name bum that tried to land a attack on this man. So after he
Oh, what did that say? Murder. Chose a squad. Wait, they were... Do we think they were murdered? Probably, possibly.
So after he one-shotted all the background characters, Kakashi tried to get the jump on Pain from the ground. But the Shinra Tensei merchant blasts him off of him again and sends Kakashi down to the ground. So Pain walked up and tried to kill Kakashi while he was stunned. But Choji and Choza come in from the side and try to hit Pain with a double sonic spin dash. But Pain counters them both and spams Shinra Tensei once again to get them off of him. But after Pain used his jutsu, they actually ended up trapping this man with a chain that they hit underground. So Kakashi...
You see, people in this world are durable enough to not just get, like, bisected by that sort of situation. And yet, certain people get flung like 2 feet, fall on their back, and then just like, oh, okay, well, they're out of the scene forever. They're not going to be in the next one or ever again. Like, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, even these kids are getting... The kids are going through worse things than some of these adults. Why are any ninja with an actual rank dying from a simple push? And don't tell me that wasn't a simple push. That was a shimmer times. They flew at like like a mile an hour at best, and just kind of like flopped on the soft grass. Okay, I've Rock Lee had taken worse when he was a kid. Before the show started, Rock Lee took worse.
She tried to hit Pain with one more lightning blade, but out of nowhere, the bold Pain comes in and uses his body as a sacrifice. And this opening led to Pain once again blowing up the entire area. And after their failed attack, Choza and Choji were both knocked out
assault and attempted murder. Well, we have to call it that because they for sure come back
cold. And Kakashi was trapped in a bunch of rubble. And while Kakashi was trapped, Pain looked at him and told him,
"How foolish. Did you really think a master of jump jitsu wouldn't know how to counter jump jitsu itself? What a shame. You motherfuckers really call you the copy ninja. Now no Pain, and take this 223 to the dome."
Oh, God.
Damn shame. Now, Kakashi actually didn't die from the headshot because
No.
he used Kamui to bail him out. Kakashi actually died when he had to use Kamui again to bail Choji out when he was running from his life from a bazooka. But at the end of the day, it doesn't change a thing. Pain took my boy Kakashi off the map. Bro.
Wait, Kakashi actually died? He actually died in this?
Boomed two of my favorite characters in the most nonchalant way possible. So after Pain...
Oh, but his body was there, so maybe he came back, I guess? I'm confused. Because I know Kakashi doesn't, like, die. Granted, once again, I never watched the entirety of Shippuden, so...
Killed Kakashi. The other Pains were still on a tear in the village. Hell, the animal path made the village a whole open zoo. And Buff Pain was still out here on this freaky shit. Because tell me why he had Konohamaru getting choked out on a wall. This nigga had a child getting choked out and about to get his tongue ripped out right before our eyes. I mean, Ebisu tried to help him.
There's no words. Bro, that's a kid. Why are you doing this crazy shit with the kid? Come on.
But he got swatted away like a fly. And this freaky ass nigga was about to rip a child's tongue out. But thank God it was a shadow clone in Konohamaru.
Thank you, Konohamaru, for knowing how to actually use those things.
Konohamaru faked this freak ball out and hit him with a Rasengan. But at the end of the day, nigga, this is attempted murder, assault, and child abuse. Because what the f is this nigga doing generally? Out here trying to rip the tongue out of kids like, come on, bruh. And I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give a shout out to Konohamaru. Bro took out a Pain as a guinea when all these other Jonin were getting packed up. Like,
right? The rape doesn't even fucking matter, apparently. These kids are going through worse shit than a lot of these adults. And some of these adults are just getting like, we're dead. We got pushed a little bit and we're dead. Fuck off.
Real shit, the Leaf needs to do some reevaluations on rank. Cause some of these niggas repping the Jonin rank, shit, and Chunin are sorry as fuck. I actually don't know how they passed the exams. I'm being so serious right now. Like, generally how? So while the chaos continued, Pain's next move was just straight up wicked. Shizune, Ino, and her dad were huddled up and discussing tactics and thought they were in a safe area until Pain jumps down on them and drops a whole grenade. Now, after the grenade blew up, he had Shizune in the worst hostage situation possible. Pain basically told Ino and her dad,
"Don't move a muscle, or I will suck the soul out of this fine-ass secretary."
The Hidden Leaf does not negotiate.
You just moved a muscle, you dumbass.
Stay with tear.
Did not say don't move a muscle, dumb bitch.
Fucking idiot.
Man, poor Shizune. Pain really sucked the soul out of her body. So after
I did not remember her dying.
After Shizune was a victim of the Gok Jutsu, Pain confronted Tsunade. So Pain started talking to her like,
Long time no see, Lady Tsunade. I see after all these years that you're still fine as hell. But my apologies. I didn't come here to hit on a cougar who's trying to hold on to the last bit of youth they have left. I came here to spread pain.
So Tsunade was trying to tell Pain that all he was a terrorist, and he's trying to undermine the peace that the leaf has brought. But this made this nigga Pain snap. He heard her say this and was like,
Tell me, woman, what?
People who are terrorists tend to not like being called terrorists. It's weird, right? It's weird that that's what they dislike so much when that's legitimately what they're doing.
What type of peace has your village brought upon this world? Because all your village has brought is pain. Your village is responsible for the death of my parents. Your village is responsible for turning my nation into a war zone. Your village is responsible for tearing apart the only family I ever had. Your village is responsible for not holding monsters like Donzo accountable for their actions and let his repeated mistakes and atrocities go uncalled for. Your village is responsible for so much bullshit it makes me sick. And quite honestly, I think I'm ready to wipe this shithole off the map.
so Pain started.
Which, once again, there's a lot of people who find justification in everything. There's so many sides to all these coins. Yes, Hidden Leaf did fuck up. Did all these people currently here fuck up? Probably not. Was it also one-sided, like the Hidden Leaf just kind of walked up and decided to do this for no friggin' reason whatsoever? I highly doubt that. So, like, yeah, it's a cycle of violence and a cycle of death. One person does another thing to another person, which escalates to a bigger thing, which escalates to a bigger thing, and then 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 suddenly just, it's all war. It's pain.
To float up in the air. And when he floated up all the way up to the tippy top, this nigga says,
And now, this world shall know pain.
So this nigga Pain ends up committing one of the worst crimes a character has committed in a trial. This nigga proudly said, with all of his heart,
Shinra Tensei.
and blows this entire bitch up. This man turned the entire village into a crater.
Super terrorism. Yep.
A fishbowl. Nigga straight up nuked this bitch and made every single villager of the Leaf experience true pain.
Murder, Tenjonin, Choza Squad, Kakashi, Shizune, terrorism, nuking the Leaf, mass murder, Hidden Leaf citizens, SA, Homie getting his tongue ripped out, yup. Assault and attempted murder, Konohamaru, Choza, and Choji. Child abuse, Homie getting his tongue ripped out, yeah. And also, this isn't kind of like an equivalent response to the situation, right? Like, what the Hidden Leaf were doing beforehand, yes, it was a war situation. Should also mention this. This is a war situation, and the Hidden Leaf weren't going out after, you know, random civilians. They weren't taking out entire cities and villages of, non-combatants. Yes, there were some outliers. There's always going to be outliers. And yes, it's fucked up. Danzo was not, held responsible for his actions during that situation. But war is war in that situation, and it's shitty. He took it very personally, and then came back and did much worse than the Leaf ever did. In a lot of ways.
Exhibit C.
Hi!
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our final exhibit, and it is without a doubt one of the most foul exhibits of all.
Oh yeah, Exhibit B was this chunk starting roughly around here. So that's about 11 minutes. We still got another 18 to go.
time. Exhibit C, animal abuse and beating a man's future wife to death.
Yeah.
So after Pain nuked the
Wait, animal abuse? The fuck?
leaf, Naruto finally pulled up with one of the coldest intros of all time. This nigga Naruto hit this pose before being summoned and probably thought, oh yeah, when I pull up, everybody gonna be like, damn Naruto, you cold as hell. Just for this man to pull up and realize that the whole village was flattened. But I ain't gonna lie, the moment Naruto heard from Tsunade that Kakashi died and he was finally face to face with the person that killed Jiraiya, it was all bullshit, no nonsense from this nigga. Bro boomed the bald nigga Pain in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, no. At this point, Naruto has like leveled up to the equivalent of Jiraiya, if I remember correctly. Like, he's basically as strong, if not stronger than Jiraiya at this point. All because, you know, he has the like a super advanced version, like enough chakra to sustain, and then was able to like master Shadow Clone Jutsu to a finer degree, so he's able to learn extremely fast.
And Pain was like,
well, goddamn, this little nigga really might be like that.
So Pain lines up all the other Pains to protect the Tendo Pain because he was trying to recover all the chakra he used from the Shinra Tensei. So Naruto hits a full sprint and starts rushing the Pains, while the Toads were just beating the shit out of all the animal path summons. They were hitting them with actual aerial combos. Then Naruto rushed Chunky Pain and laid his fat ass out. So after Naruto knocked out Mr. All-You-Can-Eat, Naruto chucked a Rasen Shuriken at him and one-shotted the human path. Straight up shredded his ass. So after he turned the human...
Oh, right, that one. Rasen Shuriken, the first time he used it, it was like, it shoots out a whole bunch of little needle-like things that basically just de-atomizes you in a way. But when he first used it, he wasn't able to throw. He didn't throw it. It was just like, aha, Rasen Shuriken, but I can't throw it. So he's going to be like, he figured it out. He figured out how to throw the damn thing. Good thing too, because it fucked him up the first time.
Path in the ground beef. The next Pain he went after was, of course, the sorry ass animal path. Because just like when Jiraiya went against it, this nigga.
We don't want you bringing in more numbers to this jumping. I've already thinned you down 2, so let's make it an even 3.
Is absolute garbage in a one-on-one confrontation. So Naruto got Gamakichi to straight up eat Shorty and trap her in his mouth with Naruto just waiting in there for her. So Naruto starts piecing her up because she can't see shit. He gives her a double Rasengan, taking the animal path offline for good. So after Naruto took out the sorriest Pain, Pain grabbed Mr. All-You-Can-Eat World Kelly's reboot card and revived him with the Freak Nigga Jutsu, and the remaining 3 Pains line up in a formation. So Naruto throws a Rasen Shuriken at Big Chungus, and he takes the Rasen Shuriken head on and tries to absorb it. But this Rasen Shuriken
used to be believed.
Shuriken was straight up bait because it was Naruto the entire time. So he tackles this nigga and it ends up creating an opening for a real Rasen Shuriken to go straight to the Tendo Pain. But right before it was about to hit, bro, Pain's chakra finally gets restored and he's able to spam Shinra Tensei again. So he
Get that shit out of here, get that shit out of here. I saw what it did before. No.
easily dispels the Rasen Shuriken. But when Pain thought he had Naruto cornered, dude had a whole nother shadow clone come from the top rope, and he blows that freaky ass nigga Pain's back out.
Good. How do you like it? How do you like it?
Look at his face.
Yeah, that is a fuck. I was looking at that. I was like, what is going on with his mouth and jaw and everything? What is happening here?
Even in death, this nigga still looks like a freak. Bro, cheesing like a motherfucker and his eyes are rolled back.
Oh, no.
So after Freaky
I think he liked it too much. Oh, no.
Pain got his fantasy fulfilled of getting his back blown out, Naruto tries to take out Pain right here. But since Pain got his powers restored, he got back to immediately spamming Shinra Tensei. So he blasted Naruto off of him. Then after he sent Naruto flying, Gamakichi and the Toads try to jump him, but Pain flies up right in the middle of all 3 of them and uses his anti-jump jutsu. So he spams
Bring on, Toads!
his ult once again. He sent these damn Toads flying. Nigga, they got flung out of the village and every single one of them got knocked out cold. Not gonna lie, gang, gotta hit him with the animal abuse right here.
Okay. I mean, fair, but I mean, like, that was definitely a mild case of self-defense. That was a mild case of self-defense. Granted, it's self-defense in a situation that he started. Well, I don't know if that really fully qualifies as animal abuse. Maybe, I don't know. Plus sentient. That's just assault. It's just assault. We'll just call it assault. That's assault. Now we just need a pepper. I'll continue.
Because bro just casually threw giant toes like they were nothing. So after he flung the toes all the way out of the Leaf's borders, Pain pulls Naruto towards him. And
come here, boy!
Chunky Boy gets him right to the gut and puts him in a headlock. And he starts to absorb all of Naruto's Sage Chakra. But this...
You sure you want to do that, bud? I got a lot of it. I don't know if you can handle this shit, man.
was a massive mistake made by Pain, because Mr. All-You-Can-Eat ended up absorbing too much of his Sage Chakra, and this ended up leading up to him turning into a bullfrog and being petrified and turning into stone. So Naruto ended up breaking free, and he finally had the ISO with the Tendo Pain. But the...
Yeah, plus Naruto has batteries. He can just, be like, hey, I'm going to dispel a battery, get my chakra back. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Thank you.
The moment this fight was about to turn into a one-on-one, Pain decided to play dirty. This nigga universal pulls paw towards him and stabs this old-ass frog nigga to death. This man...
Not the frog. Wait, he's a summon. He should just pop back out of summon form, right? He doesn't die here, right? Right?
Murdered the old geezer frog and put him on a stick and made him a frog kebab. Then he pulled Naruto towards him, choked this nigga, then slammed him in the ground head first. And to make sure he didn't move anymore, he used a chakra rod and shoved it through both of his hands. So after Pain pinned
yeah, and then things get a little unpleasant.
Naruto down, Pain gave Naruto a nasty reality check. Naruto was yelling at this nigga and telling him that he shouldn't be yapping.
I'm just starting to finally remember the timeline and everything like that. The 100 episodes of filler happened right after the Naruto versus Sasuke fight. I did get through this part. I did at least get through this part, I think. Maybe? Oh man, I don't even remember. I know I watched this. I'm pretty sure I watched this. Maybe I jumped episodes? I don't know. Oh man, I'm just gonna have to rewatch Shippuden, I think. Oh no.
About peace and justice because he blew up his village and killed a bunch of his friends. But then Pain told Naruto, okay then little nigga, let me ask you this then. What about my family? What about my friends? What about my village? They all suffered the same that your village has suffered. And it
your village is still standing.
Was done by your people. Yes, the Leaf. The niggas you be hanging with. Fuck.
Also, you and your friends were soldiers. And a lot of your family were soldiers. Just as a reminder. Granted, I think he's also talking about when he was jumped as a child, potentially. Those were bad actors. Those were definitely bad actors.
My entire life. So all I'm doing is spinning back for my people and for the pain that your village has caused me. And now that I've made you experience pain, you now hate me. So answer this question for me, little nigga. How would you stop this cycle of hatred?
Stop. That's how. Just stop. Like, really, at that point, just stop. Walk away. Walk away. Be better. Be better than them. So now you're just as bad as they are, and somebody else is going to feel like you're doing like you did the exact same thing to them. If you fully win this and you're able to walk away, what's to stop somebody else that survived this entire catastrophe from standing up and be like, I'm going to give pain to these guys now. Like, it doesn't end until somebody decides to end it and just walk away and stop. Unfortunately, it is that simple. It is hard, but that is legitimately how you stop the cycle of pain, is to just stop and stop looking for revenge, and to, return the favor, sort of, so to speak.
Shit, oh no!
That is exactly what the I thought.
So after Pain lectured Naruto about peace, he straight up stabbed Naruto with 6 more chakra rods to just pin him down like a dog. And while Naruto was pinned down, Mama Toad was yelling at this nigga Naruto, telling him to get up like, "Get up, young whippersnapper! Don't let this heathen pin you down! Do you hear me, boy? Wake your ass up!" Oh, sweet
Nope.
Jesus!
See? Even Grandma Toad. Okay.
Noisy ass old bitch. Shut the fuck up.
So after Pain brutally assaulted a old lady,
Right. I got distracted for a second. See, even this little old lady frog. Yes, granted, she is a special summon beast, all that fun stuff, yada yada yada. She's a little old lady. She's not dead. She got pushed, and she left a mark on the ground, meaning she got pushed hard, considering she's an itty bitty frog. She didn't die. She didn't just get instant dead. She got knocked out, but she didn't get instant deaded. Why are these freaking Jonin's level ninja freaking get clapped? No.
we are now set to observe one of the most brutal ref do something ass whoopings of all time. And most of y'all should know exactly what this is.
Yeah.
Pain versus Hinata. This was one of those ass whoopings that you begged for it to end. Like, on the real, this is one of the hardest fights to ever watch. Like, it is up there with Videl versus Spopovich. So here is how this atrocity went down. So Hinata came to save her mans from being captured by Pain. Now, I'm not gonna lie, her plan was actually smart, cause she didn't try to fight the nigga head on at first. What she tried to do was kick the chakra rods off of Naruto so he could move.
Smart. Just like, I know I can't fight this guy. However, this guy can. He can. So let's get him up, okay?
Move again. Even Pain was shocked. He was like,
Well, ain't this some shit? This girl is actually not an idiot.
so when she tried to
Yeah, Sakura would have dropped down and just started rushing the guy, and Naruto would be like, "You got him, no, Sakura, don't worry. I'll just kind of lay here." Hinata's like, "Haha. Okay, Naruto, get your ass up. I can't fight this guy. I can't do this. I can't do this."
hit the next one, Pain sends Hinata flying across the crater. Now, I want y'all to look exactly at this frame right here. Nigga, her neck is already broken. She is eating dirt while her body is making the letter Y. And I felt so bad for Naruto, bro. Dude was having to watch his future wife get thrown around a dusty ass crater, while he just had to sit there and watch it all happen. This man Pain really had this man in the hotel chair. Just
This was also like the first situation where everybody was like, "Yes, the Naruto Hinata shipping is real. There's a potential here. There's a potential here." 'Cause they were like alluding to it constantly throughout the entire series that, okay, Hinata is just kind of like always watching Naruto, and Naruto barely knows that she exists, and blah 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 blah. It's just like it's some sort of unrequited love. They do this in anime all the freaking time, where there's one character who really likes the another character, and they end up just being like a sidebar the entire time, while the main character ends up falling and getting with like their childhood best friend sort of situation. In this sort of case, everyone thought, okay, he's just going to get with Sakura and it's just going to be a whole thing and blah blah blah. No, they didn't do that. Very surprising.
sickening. So when Hinata was already on half HP after 2 hits, she said, "F trying to hit the chakra rods, I'ma just have to put hands on this nigga." So she kept on trying to swing at this nigga Pain, but good God, this nigga is a member of Weave Nation. Hinata was hitting straight air, straight oxygen, while this man Pain was just tap dancing around her. But by the grace of God, Nagato ended up coughing up blood when he went for another Shinra Tensei. And this led to Hinata landing a hit on Pain. She rocked this nigga for a good second. Look.
Which, let's be perfectly honest, that's the whole point about Hinata's fighting style. It's in order to, even though her blows don't land a lot of damage, they land a lot of damage. Because she's not just attacking the body, she's attacking fucking everything. Which is the good part about her entire fighting style. She doesn't have to be strong. She just needs to hit.
look at him. He is looking up at the stars. And he was actually out for a minute. So Hinata ran to Naruto and hit off another one of the rods. But right when she tried to go for the rest, Pain recovered and blasted Hinata to the stratosphere. And this is the part of the fight where I could barely watch this shit anymore, bro. She started crawling towards Naruto on the last bit of HP she had. This was so wild, even Pain was perplexed. He was genuinely confused. He was actually like,
Why? Why are you still getting up? Why are you still fighting for this dense fool who doesn't even realize you like him till the last movie of the series?
because I love Naruto-kun.
Yeah.
My God, there's not enough pain in this world to fix a dumb broad like you.
It's kind of true. But yeah, Naruto's... Bro, you were really stupid up at this point. You were really stupid about this situation up until this point. Granted, he was kind of focus fired on his own little thing. His own little thing of becoming Hokage and blah blah blah, and the greatest ninja and blah 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 blah. And the only girl he was really interacting with was Sakura, so obviously he would have feelings for her more so. But yeah, she finally frickin' said it at least. Wasted.
Oh, Lord.
She got ragdoll like she was in Gmod. Jesus.
But have mercy. Pain really tried to send Hinata back to the lobby, bro. Now, I'm gonna be so real. I don't know how the fuck she survived this. The plot armor she had right here was diamond. But Pain really used Hinata
It was netherite. Don't even worry about diamond.
to mentally torture Naruto. So after he completely destroyed Hinata, Naruto straight up crashed the fuck out and immediately went to four tails off the rip. That seal that Yamato put on? Bye-bye. That shit got thrown out the window. But Pain did not back down from this. He wanted this fight all along. So Naruto starts earthbending and throwing a bunch
Oh yeah, and this is where the animation gets crazy. Like, it gets so wonky.
of rocks at him. But Pain was like, let me show you my moves, nigga. Let me show you how we get down in the hidden rain. So he started hitting I ain't gonna lie, he was locked in until 2 seconds later when Naruto blitzed him and punched him so hard he made his whole face morph. Nigga turned him into jello. Then
Yeah, everything becomes jello now.
Naruto started
It becomes me.
playing whack-a-mole with him, just smacking him over on the head over and
I love this animation.
over and over again. Nigga basically got hit with a Dark Souls attack when you miss your roll. And while Pain was planted in the ground, this dude really had the audacity to say,
Are you feeling it now, Naruto Uzumaki? Are you feeling the pain? Do you hate me, Naruto
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Uzumaki?
so while Pain was looking like a sprouted vegetable in a garden, Naruto ends up crashing to the point where he's at 6 tails now. And this is where we are at the infamous scene of this nigga Pain saying,
My pain is far greater than yours. The squash and stretch is insane.
every single frame of this scene is a national treasure. So after Pain made the animation budget
Legit.
go into debt, he started running at Naruto
With the with the Sonic run.
at top speeds, dodging and weaving everything. He was out here skating on water. This fight started to look like a Sonic boss fight the way Pain was moving. Then Pain ended up going prone and started to deflect all of Naruto's blasts that he was shooting. So after Pain deflected all the blasts, he was like,
Is that all you got? I expected more.
No.
So after Pain got blasted to Kingdom Come, Nagato decided it was time to pull out the super ultimate move. So when he said this, Konan was like, boo-boo, no, you're not about to do that move, baby. You don't have enough energy. But Nagato was like, silence, Konan. I'm going to capture this nigga like a fucking Pokemon, and I'm going to enter his bitch ass in my Pokedex. So Pain whips out Planetary Devastation. He said he was about to capture this legendary Pokemon with his Chibaku Tensei. And you could tell this was his final move because he was using every bit of chakra he had left. Bro's whole body was just straining. Nagato looked like he was about to die casting this shit. And he didn't stop until he finally captured the Nine Tails.
Yeah.
Now, Pain thought it was over. He thought he had bro captured and it was time to call it a day. But unfortunately for Pain, he had no clue how much plot armor Naruto actually had.
And also, wait, what? I thought he like kaiju'd out. I didn't realize Naruto just kind of was like standing on the what?
Naruto ended up breaking out of the planetary devastation because of Minato's contingency plan if this ever happened. And after this, it was low-key over for Pain, bro. And the way he was beaten was poetic because he ended up getting jumped. The same way he was jumping the fuck out of everybody. He was trying
jump no jutsu this.
to hold back all the shadow clones, but he just couldn't. And then when his Shin...
Let's be perfectly honest, Pain might be the master of jump no jutsu, but Naruto invented it.
Where Tensei was on cooldown, Naruto launched himself at him and shoved a Rasengan to his gut.
Knockout!
So after the Tendo Pain was defeated, the last Pain standing was Nagato himself. And the only way Naruto was able to beat this man was to use his most powerful jutsu, the strongest technique in anime history, Talk no Jutsu. So when Naruto pulled up on Nagato, the first thing Nagato did was instantly shoot this nigga. But Naruto ended up eating it. So after he ate the shot, Nagato told him, "Alright then, little nigga, you got 30 seconds to tell me about your pain.
Bet.
And if you don't move me or bring a tear to my eye, I'm booming your ass, twin." So
my entire family, all my friends, and my entire home was just destroyed about 40 seconds ago. Yeah.
Naruto proceeded to tell Nagato, "You know, man, I get it. I know you had a tough life, and I have too. I remember back in the day when I was a little jit, and I would sit on this swing set every fucking day, yearning for friends and attention, while that sad-ass flute song played every time. Not enough, nigga. Continue. My parents died when I was a baby, and our sorry-ass third Hokage threw me in a nasty-ass, dusty-ass apartment. The fucker didn't even give me enough money to pay fucking rent, and I drank spoiled milk every fucking day. Damn. Okay, now we're getting somewhere." And then I would walk outside, and I would have every single villager looking at me like I was a fucking ticking time bomb, and they were always wondering, when is this little nigga gonna crash out? Nigga, do you know how that feels? Shit, my heartstrings. I lost my parents, my homeboy, my sense.
My heartstrings. That's the heartstrings, man.
And I've been bitchless for all 16 years of my life. But nigga, I'm still standing, and I'ma bring peace to this world and stop this cycle of hatred. Well, goddamn, little nigga, you actually just moved me a bit. Very well, I'm reviving everybody in your village. What? So Naruto's 100% crit rate Talk no Jutsu worked, and this man Nagato revived everybody in the village he killed in exchange for his life. Now, that's good and all dandy, but
Sure.
Are we gonna let Pain off the hook with all these charges after he revived everybody in the leaf? Hell no!
Nope. Still freaking did it. There's still a lot of damages. A lot of people went through some psychological trauma. A lot of people lost all their shit. A lot of people lost all their homes. No. No.
The verdict! And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the jury has decided that this trial is a pass. Pain makes the round table. However, all these charges, they not getting dropped, nigga. We're not gonna act like this man did and boom a entire clan and all of their infants. And my goat ain't coming back. That nigga's dead forever. Well, yeah, this nigga's still getting locked up for life. So with that being said, appreciate y'all for watching, man. Hope y'all enjoyed. And
very much, guys. CJ Champ, amazing, great content creator, great talker, great presentation and everything like that. Honestly, if you don't watch his shit, please go do it. He makes good stuff. He makes great stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Bye. What? Hey, did you enjoy that? Was it funny? Well, come and check it out live over on twitch.tv/freeform_art. Make sure you put the _art. We have lots of fun there. We enjoy ourselves, and we want to see you over there. So come on and hang out. See you in a bit.